Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to South Gibson High School here in western Tennessee. As you see out before you, the captain's meeting is just taking place as your hometown Spring Hill Raiders are getting set to take on South Gibson High. Second round of TWSAA playoffs. Captain's meeting's just finishing up. Dave, I didn't catch who won the toss, but now each team recedes to their respective corners to come out with their teams.
Well, South Gibson won the toss and they deferred.
All righty. And I apologize, Spring Hill. I did miss one of the captains that come out. Representative was Taylor Jackson, Reeves Gill, or Jackson Taylor, excuse me, and Rashad Cooper, and missing one. And for South Gibson, they had Jaden Reed, Cade Beaver, honorary Matthew Austin, honorary Jack Smith, and also Nathan McKeag is who went out. So and as you see, here come the Hornets. Hornets coming in 8-3 overall on the season, 6-1 in district play, as Spring Hill coming in now 5-5, 3-1 in district play. Obviously, each winning first round is how they got here to the second round tonight. So, admittedly so. We don't know a whole lot about South Gibson, other than they do move the ball, they do put up points, and they do come in with a good record. Scored well into the 40s many times, several games this season thus far. A lot of yards, ground and air both. So we'll see how it's going to go. We are still just about 2 minutes from kickoff. As I mentioned to the gentleman next door here, the PA announcer, what appears to be an absolutely beautiful campus, just in the middle of not a whole lot, but really nice facility, and most gracious folks thus far being more than accommodating, helping us get here and get set up this evening. We do appreciate that, and we appreciate everybody back in Columbia that helps sponsor throughout the season. We'll try to hit those as the night goes along as best we can. For sure, CPWS helping us get on the airwaves each and every week. And they are coming out and getting ready. For Spring Hill, it appears it'll be Reeves Gill and Lionel Brooks deep to receive. For the Hornets, teeing it up is Max McGowan. And Dave, we're about ready. Clock just went under 20 seconds.
Well,
you had a technical question about the time I mentioned that. So,
what was your question?
I didn't really have a question. I just said,
really
hey,
one-dimensional in my old age.
Yes, fractionally dimensional. We're just about ready for some football here.
Hey, it's amazing that we're even on before the kickoff.
All things considered, not even say anything about the 2.5-hour drive.
I was going to say I had to stop and take a break.
Yeah. If you was a trucker, you would have run out of hours before you could get here. But it is a beautiful place, and we're ready for some second-round action of TWSAA football as it's going to fall. Brooks gathers it up, one to beat, and he's going to be forced out of bounds far side, but not until he takes it across the 50 and into Hornet territory. He picked it up on about his own 20, and it looked like he was going to be downed on the spot and somehow come out of the heap, as he does many times, and pushes it across midfield to where Spring Hill will take over from the Hornet 48-yard line. And here we go.
Brooks is really good about finding a running lane, and he found one back towards the far side and cut back and had some daylight.
Yes.
Starting in plus territory.
He had daylight that did not appear was going to be there. Fumble on the snap.
I was going to say, I think his knee touched.
He did. Whenever
Yeah.
he went down to pick it up, Jonah Gibson
Yeah.
downed himself. Might have been a good thing because he lost only 2,
Yeah.
but he did lose 2. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 12. Ball spotted now on top of the 50.
Good to see him back. He didn't finish the second half of the first playoff game, as I recall.
He did not, and I talked to athletic trainer post-game about that, and he could have returned, but and Brooks went absolutely nowhere on that one, as knifing through the offensive line was 3 of the Hornets' defensive line and was on top of him before he even got the handoff. So Gibson could have come back in if need be, but if you recall, Spring Hill was way up and then gave it all
I was
back.
going to say, as I recall, we were up 24 points and the game was tied next time I looked, and
Yeah.
I'm not sure what they were waiting for.
Don't take a nap. 3rd now and 16.
I really kind of like seeing the brown grass in November.
Well, it's part of it. Unless you have that non-browning type. Toss near side. Brooks was able to pick up nearly 10 on the play. It's still going to bring up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 7, or 4th and 7, excuse me. We're going to call it. And Spring Hill will change personnel, and Deschamps will be out to punt it away.
Probably a good move. You get minus yardage on that first play and the second play. It's probably a 4th and 8. It's probably not a good look.
No.
For an offensive play.
Not until we've seen a whole lot more. Matthew Austin back for the Hornets to receive. Flags fly, whistles blow. And it's going to be a procedure penalty against Spring Hill. And we're going to make it 4th and worse.
Well, we'll give him a little more room.
Yeah, well, he did not want to, kick it out of the end zone. So I get it.
Spring Hill a little jittery to start this ball game.
Well, when you travel this far, it
It's a
brings
long way.
about just such a different day.
Were they able to charter buses, or did they come in the Greyhounds?
They
Yellow
chartered. Deschamps with a nice little kick gets a Raider roll, and it's going to scamper out of bounds far side, right on top of the 15-yard line. So, looking at Matthew Austin's stat line, that might not have been a bad plan. Keep it away from him as long as we can.
Yeah, I did see South Gibson was 8-3 coming in to this ball game.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
So they're a pretty good football team, and it looks like they've got us outsized a little bit just from what I'm seeing on the screen.
Well, that's what I mentioned earlier pregame. Given the drive in, I'm going to say we're up against some country boys here. And that was just a patient run through the hole. Jaden Reed on the carry. First play from scrimmage.
That looked like the old wing tee, and if that's what we're going to get tonight, that is discipline football on defense. You have a gap, and you fill the hole, and you stay in it. The way you're
Don't matter what's happening around
it
you,
doesn't
stay
matter.
right there.
Whatever's happening, you stay in your spot.
And then when their entire defense offense does that shuffle, our
Yeah.
defense is scratching just a little bit. That was a direct snap to Reed.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure they don't snap it to multiple people. They all hold their hands out like they're getting a snap.
Yeah. It looks like it, yes. They had 3 that appeared from the quarterback position that have a number of passing attempts
Is
and a
that
number
right?
of passing yards, yeah.
Wow.
And Reed is also the one coming to the sideline for the play, or at least
I've ever seen
that
anything
time.
quite like that.
But you're right, same thing on that play. Multiple people with their hands up as if they're going to receive. Snap that time to Jeter. And he pushes it forward for another Hornet first down.
God, Jalen Reed, number 4, looks like a typical UT running back. Just built like a fire plug.
3 wide, 4 high.
Yeah.
Yep. And they're doing that last second shuffle so far on every play. Ball this time once again to Reed.
Is that a face mask?
Now, it looked like he had under the ball. Reed was able to get around the corner far side, obviously for a sizable gain and a first down, pushes it into Spring Hill territory before finally being taken down. It looked like he may have had nothing but brown grass in front of him. And Raider defender was able to, look like he got a hand in behind the ball and brought him down that way. But that's old eyes from a long ways away. 1st and 10 again for the Hornets. Just joining us, we're just getting underway. 7:20 showing on the clock here in the first quarter. Scoreless game. Spring Hill received opening kickoff. Flags fly. And they quickly went 3 and out, and the Hornets are on their first drive. What was the call?
Apparently, whatever it was, they either picked up the flag or declined the penalty. Must have been offsides. That's the only thing I can tell that gets blown that quick. It wasn't dead ball, so it couldn't have been a false start.
Yeah.
I guess it could have been, but I'm going to say it was probably offsides, but they declined it.
Well, it is a Hornet first down, and it's going to push it down further into Spring Hill territory. Now the ball on the 30, between the 36 and 37-yard line.
How that's not illegal motion. That many people moving.
Well, everybody can move until everybody starts to get set, but Jaden Reed
he got in.
He finally stepped out, but not until he got down to about the 1-yard line and is finally forced out of bounds. But you're right, Dave. It looked like he fell back inward. If they're going to say he stepped out. Another sizable run.
I don't even think anybody touched him. They're getting such a good push off the offensive line right now, moving the Spring Hill defenders around. He's just staying in his trace.
Well, yeah, Reed takes that one in for the first score of the game, and that's also Mr. Reed, I believe, his 17th touchdown on the season.
Well, they definitely got a 3-headed monster in the backfield on every play, which makes it difficult.
Well, it makes it very difficult, and if you've noticed, there's at least 2 standing there as if to receive the snap.
Yeah.
Whoever does not is assuming fullback.
Becomes the lead blocker, yeah.
He's assuming a quick fullback position and opening the hole. Kick is up, kick is good. 6:24 here in the opening quarter. 7-0 is your score. While they reset the field, we're going to take just a second. We'll be right back to bring you more of this playoff action.
Discover Prime and Pint in downtown Columbia, where great food meets great company. Join us for weekly specials. Tuesday is Texas Tuesday with a rotating menu that gives back to local causes. Wednesday is half off burgers and pints all day long. And on Thursday, don't miss our prime rib dinner carved fresh by our chef. Make your night memorable at Prime and Pint, 105 East 6th Street, Columbia. Prime and Pint Butchery and Public House.
Welcome back. Max McGowan teeing it up once again. And for Spring Hill, it's Reeves Gill and Lionel Brooks standing about their own 10, and that one's going to squirt out of bounds far side. And then flags fly. I'm assuming that's just on the out of bounds, but it was late flag. I mean, it had. Yeah, that's what it appears.
That guy's been practicing throwing that flag all day.
Well, he did a good
saw
job.
his opportunity.
He did it. It needed to be done. He was just very slow at it, but he got it. Raiders will take over now from their 35. 1st and 10 with some work to do. They need a good drive here. And that offensive front.
I'd like to see a first down.
Yeah.
Baby steps. You
Yep.
got to think they're a little bit jittery. I mean, they haven't been in the state playoffs in I don't know how many years.
A lot of these kids
And
can't
now we're in a
remember it.
second-round game.
Yeah.
On the road, off a 2.5-hour bus ride.
But give us to Brooks, and he's going to run into the back of everybody. Gain of a couple.
Yeah, he didn't bounce near fast enough on that one.
You know, I guess playoff-wise, if I'm remembering correctly, before a few years ago when we went east to Stone Memorial, there were a few times we would come out here to Lexington for playoff football. Give us to Brooks. And thought he was going to get it around the end, and that little area closed up in a hurry. Gain of a couple more. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5. Ball now to the Spring Hill 40-yard line. 5:28 showing here in the first quarter.
Well, at least it's 3rd and manageable now. Spring Hill been pretty decent on 3rd down this season.
Depends on which game.
At number 6 there at our number 8, right defensive end.
Yeah.
That's a man right there.
Yeah, he been driving himself to school for
I
quite a while.
That could be our source of irritation right here.
Is that what you meant?
That's not a fumble. It's a pass.
He clearly threw it forward.
Might be grounding, but it's not a fumble. They threw the flag though. I think they're going to call grounding.
Well, you quickly gave credit to the one that did it. Actually, before the play, so let's not do that again.
Well, I mean, he stands out.
Yeah.
He's number 8. What's his name? Yaya. Yep. 6'5", no weight. I'm going to guess he's about 235. 6'5", 205, maybe 235, something like that. A little bit beastly. That's going to bring up a 4th down for Spring Hill, and they're going to take a.
Well,
Now, why is the ball marker gone way back there and the ball's up here?
what do you mean?
Or is it just the way the light's shining?
No,
on
the marker and the ball, they're even.
Okay.
Yeah. That was after the grounding penalty. Deschamps on once again. So Spring Hill with 3 and out. Gets that one away. And Austin chose to let that one go. Didn't have a choice first go round. But South Gibson's going to have good field position as they take over again. Still waiting on the spot. Looks like it's going to be right on their 30-yard line. Yeah, you was talking about big number 8. Number 9 going across is not much smaller. 77 is right in that same group. Well, so's those other 4 guys there.
Yeah, that's a daunting task, especially in a wing tee looking thing.
Jeter on the run that time. Picks up about 3, looks like. Going to bring up we're going to call it 4. 2nd and 6.
You know, I don't know how you defend against that. It's like a 2 tight end bunch, full house backfield, and they just move like an amoeba.
Yeah. But here's the
You
other
see how
thing.
tight the formation is there?
Yeah. Until they jump. And it's still going to be tight. But then here's the concern. We're not really getting used to it, but we're getting used to that's the only play they're running. but they also have 454 passing yards on the season. So the tighter they draw us in, they're going to dump it over the top of us here any second. There was an official's timeout there for some reason. Jeter again comes around near side, has a couple Raiders to beat, takes it down the sideline, cuts back in, and will not be stopped.
Thank you, joystick.
Jackson Taylor had a bead on him, and Jeter made a quick little stop and go, and Taylor flew right by. However, everybody is coming back, and we're going to try again.
Oh, goody.
Yeah.
Well, if he does it again, I'll try to keep the camera on him the whole time.
Yeah. Yellow sneeze rag was on the field. No, 2nd and 9.
What was it, a hold? Miss Kim, my guess is they do not hear it on the air. We're just hearing it in our headsets.
That chime?
That ring, that pling.
Yeah, that occasionally is incredibly loud.
Yeah, it's significant.
And now
Put him on the ground.
they give it to Matthew Austin. They've kept him out of the mix until now.
Greg, did they throw it all? Do they have any passing stats?
No, that's what I was saying a while ago.
Is it significant or is it heavy run?
Well, they have 454 yards scattered among 3 different quarterbacks, if you will. And I really can't tell you who their true quarterback is.
You couldn't tell if he was standing in the backfield right
Well,
now.
statistically, it would be Coggins, 14, but he has been no part of a play thus far. Austin on the keep, and he pushes it forward for a gain of about 7 or 8 and another first down. Ball to the 44, 1st and 10 for the Hornets, as we have just rolled under 3 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. 7-0 is your score. They come out as if they hurry to the ball, and they actually did. Jeter keeps, takes around far side, patiently waits, and is going to come out the other side. Finally taken down by Reeves Gill. Liked Gill's approach. He just made sure he was there and dove under him.
Yeah.
But it worked.
Levin's coming off like he's got a little stinger in his elbow.
Yeah, he's dragging that right arm pretty bad. And that was the ball carrier that time. Oh. That was Dre Scott on the carry, and he was met hard. Gain of, we'll call it 4, 2nd and 6. So it looks like Scott has stepped into that position with Jeter being out. Scott's listed as a wide receiver, but not sure that matters. As he keeps this side, comes around near him. Well, The folks down in front of us keep hollering face mask, and I'm not sure that they're wrong, but he was finally.
Craig, I noticed on that play when they do that shift, they shift to 2 tight ends on the line.
Yeah.
On one side, which just leaves the guard and the tackle on the far side. I mean,
you know where they're going.
I was going to say, is that not a signal where the ball's going?
Yes, but so far, I don't think Spring Hill is keyed on all of it, and they're not adjusting at the same time. Wow. So that time, big number 8 you were talking about was lead block. He had a fullback behind him and then running back behind him. Second and goal.
I will say South Gibson's got a pretty good hamburger.
They were doing a good job with, it appeared, with all of their concessions. Their gate folks on the way in were very helpful. Give us to Jeter, coming near side, patient, waits, and pushes it in. Looked like he was going to be held up just for a moment, as he was, and then Tashawn Jeter in for his second score of the night and his 15th on the season.
You got to figure they've shown this on film all week. Got to be a better way to try to stop that. I don't know what it is. Put your fastest guys on the weak side and just see if they can catch him from behind.
You know, we've not seen anything to see whether they're really getting blocked or not.
No.
Or if they can run free.
No, well, it's just we're not shifting our defense, which is probably, it looks like a bait and switch. You got to be careful about getting your guys out of position. But right now, there's more guys blocking than there are guys to be blocked on the side where the ball's going.
Yeah.
You got a center guard, tackle, 2 tight ends, wide receiver, and then that big number 8 pretending to be a quarterback under center, but he's really not. He's just like a scat back flanker.
Yep.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, plus the wide receiver. That's 7 guys.
Well,
blocking 5.
He's stepping up
Every
behind
play.
the guard.
Yeah, every play.
Yeah.
That's 7 guys blocking 5.
Yeah.
You got numbers on every play right there. Now,
I'm not incredibly.
I can't swear I know what the answer is, but
no,
that's your problem.
So far, we know we haven't seen it, and I'm not incredibly football smart, but I'm fairly certain that's bad math. So, well, Max McGowan going to kick it again. And taking in Reeves Gill, took it off a bounce and was able to bring it in and move it forward just a little bit. Ball to the Raider 30-yard line.
You know what you might could try is bring your safety up to the line and wait till the offensive lineman gets set and then see if you can get an angle.
Well,
and speed it, because they don't run north and south. They run lateral to try to get numbers, and then they try to get north and south.
Yeah.
And you've got a little bit of time maybe to outflank them.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. There's my fear. As soon as you try that,
they'll go deep on you.
You know, these 450 yards came from somewhere.
You put an extra guy in the box, and then they're going over your head.
However, out of the ones that have thrown and have been in the backfield, Austin so far is the only one. Gain of a couple as Gibson keeps.
I thought that was a guy with a big head.
It is very, yes.
No, but it's just
this lady right here.
No, I thought it was real.
No.
I thought it was a really big guy, but it's just a poster.
Lady with a big poster. I don't know who she was waving at you, I thought, but but it worked.
That's the end of the quarter.
End of the quarter as Spring Hill trailing 14-0 is your score. Spring Hill with the ball. 2nd and 8 when we return to start the second quarter of action here from South Gibson High School.
The Way Realty is helping to empower buyers and sellers to accomplish their real estate goals. Currently, we have sellers offering buy-down rates to 4.875% fixed-rate financing on selected homes through approved lenders. If you want to buy or sell your home faster, let us show you the many services we offer to help you get the most out of your real estate transaction. Schedule your listing or showing appointment today by going to thewayrealty.com or calling us at 931-580-4669. And remember, Jesus Christ changes. The Way Realty is helping to empower buyers and sellers to accomplish their real estate goals. Currently, we have sellers offering buy-down rates to 4.875% fixed-rate financing on selected homes through approved lenders. If you want to buy or sell your home faster, let us show you the many services we offer to help you get the most out of your real estate transaction. Schedule your listing or showing appointment today by going to thewayrealty.com.
All right, we're back. Gibson give is to Brooks. Brooks met at the line and driven straight back. And it appears somewhat obvious that, yes, they are very aware of number 8 and
They've heard of him.
They've heard of him, they're aware of him, and they have studied to stop him. So what do we do against it?
Well, we had to bring Tran in at the same time we have him in.
Yeah. Or like
And I don't know. We're going to try to throw over him right here.
currently, Gibson, well, no. Tosses to Brooks. And Brooks was going back for pass, but he was taken down with a sizable loss. And there it is, Jeter. I think they're only playing, 14, 15 people?
Yeah.
Other than special teams?
Well, somebody missed a really big block right there.
Yeah. Well, he's a big guy to block, but they missed the whole block.
Well,
So-
I was going to say, did he? I couldn't even tell you who was supposed to block him.
The one that missed.
Well, he was never in the picture.
As it is, Deschamps on his own 12 to punt yet again. Gibson
Yeah,
jumps.
That's probably offsides.
And it's going to help only a little. If they'll do it twice more for us, we'll get a first out of it. So he gets it away. South Gibson appears to just keep starting with a little better field position each time, though. 38-yard lines where they'll take over.
Yeah, this was a field position game. We're not winning it.
Yeah.
But here's that same look again now. See? Count left to the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys. And now here they come counterplay.
Counterplay and cut right back. Wow. And just stout runners.
Yeah.
Cade Beaver on the run that time for his first and pushes it. Well, can't even do the math on the gain. It pushes it over into Spring Hill territory to the 46-yard line.
He's kind of walks like that guy from Friday Night Lights.
Yeah, I don't know which one.
Taylor Kitsch's character.
Yeah, that one.
Easy, y'all.
Wow. Jaden Reed on the carry. Going to pick up about 9, it appears.
I have a public service announcement.
Yes.
If you find yourself in need of health insurance and you go online and somebody asks for your phone number, do not give it to them. Because every insurance agent in America will call you one at a time.
Yeah. Well, I think when they do that, it is a public post type thing. But
Yeah, well,
2nd and 1.
it's been more than a week.
Can you forward to another number?
Yeah, but then I wouldn't get to talk to you.
No, I was going to give you a number to forward it to. Jeter on the carry. Finally going to be forced out of bounds. For Spring Hill, Gage Bivens in on the stop. But it's another Hornet first down plus some. And the ball will be spotted on the Spring Hill 25-yard line. I'm going to say any team that comes in and is not either bigger than these guys or very well prepared for this little shuffle they're doing, they're going to have a long night.
Yeah.
That's where, I mentioned pregame, they have put up some points, and I think you see why. Austin on the carry, gain of 8.
Now, the trick to this, if you're a linebacker, I'm going to show you when they line up. See number 60 right there?
Yeah.
He lines up at, I believe he lines up at left guard. He lines up the weak side guard.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever the ball's going, he's going too. So when he pulls, you watch him on every play. He pulls and gets out to the right, which gives them an extra man. This guy right here, you can follow him to the ball every time.
Just like that.
Look at there.
Yep.
Every time, he's going to take you right to the ball.
Well, and he ran clean all the way through.
Yeah.
But he had 3 guys behind him following in the same trail.
And I'm sure they could get a pretty good push out of that if they had to.
Oh, yeah. Coming off with a limp is Matthew Austin, ball carrier. So we'll send in another one. Dre Scott back in.
So if I'm the middle linebacker, I'm keying on number 60 and trying to just shoot. Now, see, they're going to switch, which means they're probably going to run to the left, to the near side here. But watch 60.
See if he's
If he doesn't pull, they're going to counter back. He's,
the entire line went at the same
everybody
angle.
slanted to the
Everybody
left side.
slanted the same.
Yep. They will take you right to the ball, but but at that point though, you just got to get in and out muscle somebody.
Yeah.
It's going to be a fight, and you got to get in there and get a piece of it.
And even on like that play, I don't know that anybody has enough speed to get to them from behind.
You're not. I'm going to say you're not going to catch them from behind unless you guess right.
Nor if you're a little bit wider to the ball side, but I don't know.
You think every time that computer makes that noise, an angel gets his wings?
It's happening a
We're
lot.
close to Christmas.
It's happening a lot. So in for another score. This time Dre Scott takes the Hornets in. Not a lot to say about that. Max McGowan, I looked at his point after numbers earlier. I think I see why they were incredibly high.
Yeah.
Kick is up. And kick again is straight down the middle. 7:07 to play here in the opening half from South Gibson. Your new score, 21 South Gibson, 0 Spring Hill.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah, let's take a quick one while they reset the field.
Columbia, your Love's travel stop just got a whole lot better. We've modernized our space at 1624 Bear Creek Pike at exit 46 to bring you more of what you want with fuel discounts, additional food offerings, and everything you need to hit the road with ease. Come say hi at the remodeled Love's in Columbia. We thank you for allowing us to be a part of your community. Safe travels.
All right, we're back. 7:07 to go in the second quarter. 21-0 South Gibson over Spring Hill. And Craig, we're not really making a lot of mistakes. We're just getting out muscled.
Yeah. And it's, are you getting out schemed? Yeah, somewhat. But like you say, just out muscled on what they're doing. So
yeah, it's a very physical football game, and our guys are going to have to figure. I don't know that there's a way to outthink this offense because it's basically just brute force.
Yeah. Well, and it's a little bit from multiple guys. McGowan going to send that one into the end zone.
That's the first touchback we've seen all year, isn't it?
In the air like that, I believe so. Yeah. So he's all pumped up. So as we started to say before last Spring Hill possession, maybe a first or some. There goes another Angel.
Angel gets his wings.
I'm telling you, it's a busy little area.
Attaboy, Clarence.
Just something positive here needed.
We got an extra man if we snap the ball.
Yeah, we waited on Junior to get in place. Brooks, far side. He's going to push it forward and is finally going to run out of real estate on the far side. He'll be forced out of bounds, but does pick up a Spring Hill first. I believe it's the first of the first half.
First cubed. The first of the first. It was a good play. I thought it was doomed from the start.
Well, it was, and he kind of sidestepped somebody out there that's not used to having to make a lot of plays. But gives to Brooks coming near side, and he's going to be tackled early and often.
You know what? Look right there, though. He stayed with that play, and he still got a yard, maybe two.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to back out and go around.
Right.
He stayed in his track on that play, which is good to see from him. That's
I don't
kind of
think
the next stage of his game is to learn how to do that.
Well, I don't think you can back out and go around on these guys.
No, well, probably not.
There have been teams that, he could do that occasionally, and it worked. But all right, passes to Brooks, and he's going to bring up the second first down of the first half. Pushes it across the 45 to the 46 as
kind of a little mini slant, I guess.
Yeah.
He found a hole in that zone that they had, and Gibson was able to hit him.
All right, but they're still targeting so much on Brooks.
No, that was a good play too.
Yeah, he had a little bit right there.
Yeah.
False start. So 2 forward, 1 back.
1 step forward,
or
2
1
steps
forward,
back.
2 back.
It's hard to get too far like that.
Can you sing the whole thing?
1 step forward
I was
and
just
2
kidding.
steps back.
I was totally kidding.
You asked.
Okay.
We used to sing it every night.
Kim's got a good question.
What's the question?
During a penalty and the clock continued to run.
Yeah, they're not supposed to. Surely the clock operator will catch it in a minute. They run it on the field now, so yeah, I think they might have just figured it out.
Spring Hill called a timeout.
Well, yeah, I mean, the rest of the first half was going to run out while they marked off that penalty.
Yeah.
We can put a man on the moon, but we can't get a clock that works right in a high school football stadium or a college football stadium for that matter.
Well, I don't really know about that. The clock does whatever the button pusher asks it to do. Button pusher standing right there.
Okay, well, he's got one job.
We don't know what his plans after the game are because it appears he's in a hurry.
Well, he's going to be driving a ways to do it, whatever it is, because I didn't pass anything coming here.
Did you come through the middle of the little downtown? It was quite nice.
That one little building there on the right?
No, it was a little strip of an old type, you know.
It reminded me of a place you took us to dinner one night, but it was in a different part of the state.
There's a little strip in Ackworth, Georgia that looks very similar to that.
Oh.
And he's going to be ruled down as Will Bailey had it for a moment, took a big hit. I don't know. It seemed pretty obvious where it was going. And
Well, he needs a little bit more zip on a ball like that with playing against his speed. But he's just a freshman. I think people forget that.
and has done an outstanding
job. Absolutely. We can't stop being offsides now.
False start. Well, and to Bailey's credit, the pass was near side with Jeter and Jackson Young both defending, and either one of them is 1.5 Will's size.
Yeah.
So you put them together, and it's uncomfortable. We have successfully made it. 2nd and 16, it appears. Says 15 on the board, but I don't think so based on the stick far
That's
side.
optimistic.
Yes. Quick give to Brooks. Has a little bit on far side. Going to push it forward and is going to pick up the first and pushes it across midfield into Gibson territory.
Spring Hill not out of this ball game. They get a quick score right here before the half, but they're going to have to start getting a defensive stop. You know, all year for them on defense, it's been getting a good push on 1st and 2nd down. They hadn't been able to do that tonight.
Dave, I guess that was the first of the 2nd quarter.
Well, 77 decided to.
He started all by himself.
on his
Landon
own
Hill.
count there.
Yep.
And he's I like it when they do that and they look back and said, "Why didn't you snap the ball?" Clearly, I was going.
I don't know what you, Tim, were doing.
You remember the guy that night that was said,
Yeah.
"I don't know what's wrong with everybody else.
Yeah,
I'm playing great."
I'm playing really good. Yeah, went on to play at Austin P, and I actually saw him on campus at Austin P.
That's something.
Just go down, Brooks. It certainly appeared it was face mask to begin with, but it's not going to get called. Don't necessarily
They also
know that
had
it
him by
was.
the shirt collar too.
Yeah. He's just getting roughed up. Yeah, but Big Sanders gave me just almost the same report at Austin P one day.
Is that right?
Yep. I think I'm playing pretty well, but rest of our line, I just don't know. Strike far side. Noah Huffman.
That was a good design play.
Yeah.
If he hadn't had to leave his feet to get the ball,
Well, and
then he hit him right in the numbers with that.
and if he wasn't so deep behind the sticks, gain of about 6 is going to bring up a 3rd and 13.
Well, we know Brooks can deliver on a 3rd and 13, but they'll be looking for it.
And fortunately, it falls incomplete, as intended target was Will Bailey, and he was wrapped up himself and Dre Scott, the defender.
Yeah.
Scott took it away from him, and in doing so, he lost the grip on the ball, and it falls incomplete.
And Gibson a frog hair from being across the line of scrimmage when he threw that pass.
Yeah.
But I think he knew where the line was, and he kept his.
At least close.
Yeah.
There's another. So at least for – no, there he is. Okay, Deschamps is out. We'll squib that one down the middle. Takes a nice roll as Spring Hill's going to down it.
12?
No, it looks like about the 12, maybe 11. Jackson Taylor was back and was not going to let it get any farther. So,
be nice if we could hold them out of the end zone right here. 2:28. They use a lot of clock because they run so much.
it would be.
And they don't get out of bounds that much. It'd be nice if they could just.
They use a lot of clock because my brother right down here on the sideline don't turn it off.
Oh, yeah, that's
but
true.
I
See, they did stop it for the change of possession, so that's a
Yeah.
plus.
Well, what I'd like to see is Max McGowan, their kicker, how good a punter he is. But don't know that we're going to see that. Coming near side. Matthew Austin on the carry once again. He's the one that come off a little bit bunged up earlier. Appears to be fine. Dave, I did notice during Spring Hill's possession, the three what appeared to be quarterback of record for the Hornets were near side here warming up a little. Or maybe they were just bored and tossing the ball, but because they have been not utilized otherwise. And none of them are out there, so never mind. Reed on the carry. And he's still running around in circles, but still moving forward.
Well, when they stand him up like that, somebody needs to run in there with a shoulder and stick it right in a number.
Yeah, you got to be able to get an arm in around that ball somehow.
Put a helmet on the football or something. Now, what's Tran doing way out there? Did you?
Well, he was running off and came back. So that was just, I'm going to blame that on sideline communication, but he come back and was yards from any part of the play. And we actually only had 11. Okay, a little misdirection. Snap was to Reed. He quickly gave to Beaver coming across on the jet. So as if everything else they were doing was not working, they pulled a new wrinkle. Beaver pushes it forward for another Hornet first down. Ball to the 46 of Spring Hill. Quick snap to Tyshawn Jeter. Wow. Who is still going. I think Spring Hill thought they were just going to kind of bump him out of bounds, and he wasn't going to have anything to do with that. Cut back in and picked up another 12.
My man, number 6, he's done had enough about it.
Yeah.
He's not rolling out there near as fast as he was a little while ago.
Well, they got 4 backs doing that, and he's part of every play. So
I believe they're trying to run him off.
I believe they've got somebody else to play that spot. But come on, let's just run the clock out. Hang on to that toe as Jaden Reed goes down. Yeah. Gibson.
See, 77's had it.
Oh, yeah.
78's got his hand on his hips.
Oh, yeah.
And look at 60. He's like,
60 said,
can we take all 3 timeouts right now?
Staying right here, Coach. No, he's on his way.
By the time he gets over there, the timeout's going to be over.
He's going to have to walk back. But
like that dude at the original youngest yard. That's a 15-yard penalty. They all leave him in the huddle.
Yeah. I'm just going to stay right here. Well, they definitely have the size. Maturity is not the appropriate word, but they appear to have the age also.
Yeah. Well, they've got some size to them. And they got some girth. But, again, what I'm seeing out of their offensive line right now, we've got to figure out a way to take advantage of that because that might be the only advantage there is for us to get.
Put a little speed on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are huffing.
Which is not something you usually see. You usually see the defense huffing.
Yeah.
But
it's the same boys.
Yeah. Well, that's right. They're going both ways.
Yeah. They almost 100% of them will flip sides of the ball. You know, Matthew Austin right here against the fence continues to try to come and stretch. He's one of their primary backs and been a little bit banged up. Wow. Jaden Reed on the carry once again. He's going to pick up a first inside the 5, where they'll have it first and goal from the, we're going to call it the 3-yard line, it looks like. 40 seconds to play.
They're coming straight up the middle right here. No,
Jaden Reed just kind of walks in this way. Okay. Too much extracurricular after the play, and fortunately they let it go.
Well, I was going to say, if you could throw their guy around like that, maybe you ought to try it between the whistles.
Yeah. As upset Raider was knocking around a couple of them. Max McGowan tees it up yet again. Point after. Up and good. 35.1 seconds to go here in the opening half of play. Raiders in a hole. 27-0 is your score. And that was, yeah. So McGowan now has 42 made point afters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Which means it's
he gets a lot of practice.
which means they've had a touchdown or two.
At least 42.
Accurate. Yeah, because Beavers had one.
Theodore?
Yes. 80. Straight down the middle. Wow. Okay. You cannot bring it out, can you not?
I don't think so. As soon as it touched him in the end zone, they blew the whistle.
Well, Reeves Gill looked like he was going to try to bring it out. Not to be.
$35 seconds to go in the half.
Each team 2 timeouts. Strike far side.
Spring Hill has 2 timeouts.
Yeah, each,
Got a first down.
each team. I still couldn't see who that was to.
I thought it's either 14 or 17.
Nice play, Gibson.
Take your timeout right here.
Nice play. As that strike was to McLemore.
No, they
Well,
didn't
they
take the
just-
timeout. Or are they going to spike it?
They waited on the chain to reset.
Well, I don't know why you would.
I don't know.
You cost yourself 2 seconds right there to spike the ball when you could have taken the timeout. You only if you're in your mind, if you only have 2 plays right here,
Oh yeah,
you might as well take the timeout. Because you still have one. You could run 1 play and still have another timeout.
I'm gonna say in a college game maybe you have 3.
But you're not going to run 2 plays in 10 seconds
Yeah.
in this game here.
Correct.
Maybe 12, but not 10.
I'm not sure you can in 12. Brooks on the receiving end, near side, and smartly
out of
he's going to
bounds.
run out of bounds. Does push it across midfield, picks up a first, and down to the Hornets' 40-yard line. And now it says 3.4, so it appears to be all or nothing right here. Now Spring Hill's going to use a timeout. And they're going to have, looks like 1 to take with them.
Except the half cannot end on a defensive penalty, so maybe we could throw one up and
an-
get a
an
pass
untimed.
interference. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get well, we had 3 untimed downs in the last ball game we played,
Yeah.
as I recall.
Yeah, where that last 2 minutes took like 27.
Yeah.
Yep.
We played the whole first half in an hour.
Well, as you said earlier, they're running. Now let's see what to do. Gibson quick strike near side. And Bailey throws that one, and Brooks is down and hurt. As Brooks was the intended target.
Well, they're going to call on a legal forward pass, too, as Gibson did not lateral the ball out there.
I thought he.
I thought maybe
it was.
it looked like a forward pass to me, too.
Yeah. We were not at a real good angle, but
No.
to lose your arguably number one guy on a time expired bogus play. As he was rolled up on pretty hard on that right leg as he was taken down, trying to get back to the ball. But that's going to wind us up for the half. Score here, 28-0, Spring Hill trailing. And Gibson gets the ball to begin the second half. We'll be back in just a moment here from South Gibson.
Is your internet slowing you down? It's time for an upgrade. Whether you're at home, working from your home office, or at your business, it's time to unleash the speed you need with speeds up to 1 gig at CPWS for as low as $70 a month. Give us a call, 931-375-7777. Local service, local support, CPWS.
At Umamua MD, Spring Hill's newest physician-led med spa, it's about restoring balance to your body, mind, and soul. From weight loss support, revitalizing IV therapies, to anti-aging, our services are designed to help you feel renewed, confident, and whole. At Umamua MD, consults with our medical director ensure safe and personalized results. Book today at umamd.com and step forward radiant, restored, and confident.
Columbia Power and Water Systems is dedicated to bringing our customers reliable local service. Whether you're turning on a light switch, your faucet, or streaming on TV, our dedicated team members from here in Murray County work every day to keep you on. If you need us, call us 931-388-4833 or visit cpws.com. CPWS, local service, local support.
Stan McNabb Chevrolet, serving Columbia and the surrounding area since 1980. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is family-owned and does their best to make you feel like you're a part of the family. Commitment to customer service is the highest priority. Whatever your vehicle needs are, from sales to service, Stan McNabb is here to help. Stan McNabb Chevrolet is a dealership that cares about this community. Visit us online and get started today. Stan McNabb Chevrolet, where excellence and community converge. Got wings? Alex's Tacos and Wings, winner of the best Mexican food and tacos in Murray County. But did you know that we also have all kinds of the best chicken wings? What's your favorite flavor? Like 'em hot? Pair your meal with a drink from the bar. Delicious food for the entire family is moments away. Alex's Tacos and Wings, 2202 Circle Drive in Columbia. Visit alexstacosandwings.com or check us out on Facebook. Alex's Tacos and Wings. Come take a bite.
At CSH, we know the sport of football builds discipline, character, and work ethic, 3 common characteristics of winners. It's a sport where we drowns out me. Leadership is nurtured, and that's why CSH supports all Murray County football teams, and want to say a special thanks and good luck to every player, coach, volunteer, and parent of this year's teams, from youth programs, middle schools, and high schools. We know football builds men that make a difference. Let's go.
All right, we're back. Halftime score, South Gibson 28, Spring Hill nothing. Got a few scores from around the area. I'll read the ones that I know who they are. BA over MBA. In the second quarter, 28-0. Henry County is trailing Nolensville 10-7 at the half. Sevier County is up over Walker Valley 35-7 in the third quarter. Marshall County up 20-14 over Dyer County in the second quarter. Springfield over Lexington 23-0 at the half. Upperman and Alcoa are tied in the second quarter at 21. McKenzie 42, Greenfield 6 at the half. Let's see what else I can find here. I don't see it. East Robertson is tied with Peabody 14-14 in the second quarter. Anderson County 44, Stone Memorial 14 in the fourth quarter. Science Hill over Green Hill 14-12 in the second quarter. Melrose over Maplewood 8-2. That sounds like a baseball score there at the half. Red Bank 28, Gibbs 7 in the fourth quarter. South Gibson, as I told you, 28-0 over Spring Hill at the half. Mount Pleasant is up over Milan 21-3 at the half. Maryville's over Riverdale 33-18 in the fourth quarter. South Pittsburgh over Oliver Springs 28-0 in the second quarter. Looks like a final. Greenville beat White County 35-0. Let's see. Oakland 28, Bradley Central 3 in the second quarter. Marion County 28, South Green nothing in the second quarter. Independence trails Whitehaven 41-0 at the half. That's a huge margin for a school like Independence. Sale Creek 22, Rockwood 14 in the fourth quarter. Tyner Academy 42, Unicoi County 21 in the third quarter. Covington 42, Sycamore nothing in the second quarter. Memphis Central trails Centennial 24-6 in the second quarter. Beach over Munford 20-15 at the half. Ravenwood 21-7 over Houston at the half. Collierville over Antioch 17-6 in the second quarter. Lincoln County is over Powell 36-30 in the third quarter. Fairview is trailing Dyersburg 30-19 at the half. Southwind over Brentwood 21-7 in the second quarter. Lewis County trailing Huntington 28-10 at the half. And Bledsoe County 21, Happy Valley 14 in the fourth quarter, as we expect both the teams to be out and stretched and ready to go for the second half. Craig, it was all South Gibson in the first half.
Very much.
They got a really good football team, and they've come out and really just had their way with our defense right now.
Not only a really good team, very disciplined. They play their game, and I'm sure when they went in at the half, they had to be tired because they've run up and down the field so much, and I don't know how much adjustment they could do. I just hope Spring Hill found something maybe that they could adjust to You don't know that they can get back in the game, but maybe they can make the second half a game.
Well, and the thing is, South Gibson's going to get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah.
For starters.
Right.
So Spring Hill hasn't had a defensive stop all night. That would be a huge win for them right now. Is just to maybe come out and get a stop.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I said earlier. McGowan, obviously a great kicker. He's had no need to punt. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So. Got to hand it to them. They have definitely outplayed us in the first half, and Spring Hill's got another half here maybe to save face just a little bit. Deschamps tees it up as we're ready to get this one back underway here for the second half. And that one's going to hit far side and skip out of bounds. I'm sure South Gibson was wanting to have that opportunity there to return.
This is their worst field position all night. Yeah. I don't know if they've started this deep in their own territory tonight, have they?
We had them on the 11 one time.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Yeah.
All
yeah.
right.
And since that one went out of bounds, they're going to have decent territory again.
Oh, yeah, they
35.
get the ball for 35.
Yep. So let's see if they change anything. I don't know why they would. They certainly don't need to, but maybe they adjust a few things and get a little practice in for the next time.
You say something to keep their head in the game, but you don't make a whole lot of adjustment right here that you don't need to.
Unless you have to run something or you choose to run something to keep it fresh for maybe for next week. But
that's the other thing. You don't put anything on film for your next opponent.
Well, that's true.
That's hard to prepare them for.
That's true.
So.
Jaden Reed takes first carry straight up the gut, gain of about 6. Still waiting on spot. About 6. Second and a long 4.
As bad as I hate to see Spring Hill losing like this, I really like to watch a good, disciplined running football game. I mean, there's something about the execution of watching a team that runs that I just enjoy watching.
You can
a lot of
sit back
people
and
think
watch
it's
these
boring,
guys.
but I don't.
Is there again. That's direct snap to Dre Scott. And he pushes it forward, picks up a couple more.
Have they had a third down tonight?
Yeah, right now. They have a few times, but very little, and they've capitalized on them. So I would like to have seen their live stats for the half.
Yeah.
But they would be crazy.
Well, they probably had, let's say, 70, 60, 40, 120.
Exactly
say
a lot.
They had about 300 and some odd yards in the first half.
Exactly a lot, yep. When you look through their of the playmakers, they have several seniors, but they have several that are not. And just as I say that, Trey Scott once again on the carry, sophomore. Pushes it across midfield and picks up another Hornet first down. Ball to the 43-yard line of Spring Hill. Most everybody appears to be same portion of the rotated personnel from first half. Give us to Jeter. Okay, I lost sight there. Reed was his lead blocker.
I thought lead blocker had the ball there for a minute.
I did too, because he was about to be gone.
Yeah.
And Jeter actually was taken down. Gain of, we'll say 4, 2nd and 6. Ball to the 39 of Spring Hill. If you're just back with us, we're just getting back underway. 9:25 showing on the clock here in the third. This is the opening possession of the second half. Tell you something else, Dave, for this Gibson squad, from the coaching standpoint,
Spring Hill has it.
High snap, and Jeter was not able to bring it in. Spring Hill was able to fall on it. So, is that the first miscue they've had of this evening?
I think that's the first penalty, first mistake, really, that they've made.
And that what I was fixing to say about the coaching standpoint. Every player seems to be where he's supposed to be, whether it's on or off of the field. Whatever group. So,
well, they call that discipline, Craig.
Yeah.
You don't see it everywhere you go.
A lot of planning. Penalty flies far side, and they're going to say false start on Spring Hill.
We jump on our own hard count.
Yeah. Well, he drew a Gibson defender on the far side, but we drew him, so it goes against Spring Hill. 1st and 15.
Is it me or is it getting hot in here?
Yeah, it's very comfortable. Could be a whole lot worse. Gibson keeps. He's going to push it back almost to the original line. 2nd and a long 10. Or a small 11.
Now that's that play they had a lot of success with last week.
Yeah, that's a whole different animal. You know, they had White House just totally messed up until they totally let them back in it. Gibson keeps. And it's going to be intercepted as just before floating out of bounds, Gibson heaves it downfield. Had a target there, very well defended, obviously, as Noah Huffman was a Spring Hill intended target and could not tell which Hornet come down with it. But he just stepped in front and basically boxed his man out and took the ball.
Yeah. Well, Gibson kind of threw it up for grabs.
All right, so we'll just call that a arm punt.
On 2nd down?
Hey, sometimes you just have to. It puts Gibson takes over on about their 16, it looks like. Wow. Are you kidding me? Jaden Reed, I think everybody in the white jersey touched him as he come out of the pile.
He plowed 2 or 3 people till he got to the open field.
Gage Bivens was patient on his pursuit and finally got to where he thought he could get enough jersey, and he had a handful of jersey, but Reed didn't really care. He just ran out of it. So
this is a really strong football team.
So much for the punt. And Mr. McGowan is back out to do it again. Kick is up. Couldn't see it. Kick is good. What did he just say? 84?
Yeah.
So that adds a few to Mr. Reed's stats. That's going to put him at what? I think 20 touchdowns now on the season and a lot of yards. Came into the night 1,299 yards on 146 carries.
Oh, now he's got about 1,500.
Yeah. Yep. And a quarter and a half to go.
But you know what? When you're 8-3 on the season, you're supposed to have a football team like that. I mean, that's just what I'm seeing. Without knowing anything about them, that's what I expected, really.
Well, when you go back and look where their losses come from, Franklin Road Academy, not always the most dominant private in Nashville, but always good, solid. They lost to them to open the season. Milan, I think most years is a solid team. Lost to them week 2, 14-10 your score. Come back and won big week 3 against Chester County here.
It's running clock.
It's
now.
running clock now. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then dropped one to Jackson Southside, 27-17, and now have won 7 in a row to come into tonight.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I hope their game is being streamed next week. I'd like to watch it.
I have no idea how the matchups go of who they may face. One of the gentlemen next door was mentioning something pregame, but they were trying to not mention anything and jinx tonight. So I tried to tell them,
I can
don't
respect
worry
that.
a whole lot about that. But I think as you read some scores, Lexington down the road here, I think that's kind of one of their crosstown foes. Sounded like they were getting beat pretty bad.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 10. Gibson rolls out, keeps, has a target open, just throws it out of his reach. Deshaun McLemore coming across. Had separation, didn't have a lot of area after the catch, but was going to have about a 24-yard gain if it had been able to bring it in.
Been a first down.
Yes. 3rd and 9. Gibson back, had time, and tries to keep it himself and just
Just
wasn't able to
grabbed from
outrun.
behind.
Yeah. Just wasn't able to get around that big paw. Well, the two guys for each team that are kicking the ball are definitely going to be tired. Deschamps from punting and McGowan from extra points. Finally rolls down about the 43.
Yeah, take this opportunity to thank the Front Row Sports Network, Front Porch Sports Network. Boy, that's a mouthful. Front Porch Sports Network. Let's say that 3 times real fast.
Yeah.
That. Okay, see, I can do it. Front Porch Sports Network, bringing Spring Hill football to you all season long. We had a great time doing it. Special thanks to CPWS High Speed Internet, Prime and Pint, all the sponsors that you see scrolling there on your screen. It's because of them that we can come down here and bring these games to you. And I understand, quite a few people watch, even, visitors and the home crowd. So it's been a worthwhile effort, and we appreciate everybody tuning in, appreciate the opportunity to bring it to you.
Yeah. Well, quite honestly, we've done them for a number of years, and the only reason we continue to do so is there's always somebody that's not able to get here.
Yeah.
And at least it gives you the opportunity.
You'd think we'd be better at it.
No. I said day one, I'm willing to do it, but I'll never be good at it. So here it is. But Spring Hill player shaking up on the kick. Cason White, and can't tell if he is cramping up or was beat up. But
he's got a little soreness there, looks like.
Yeah, as he's working his way off the field. But you're right, Dave. Those sponsors, I wish I had a printed list. I do not, but we appreciate each one of them. And as you see them and as you're around town, if you stop in any of those establishments, please thank them for what they do. If you have options, remember those establishments and stop in and pay them back. Maybe not for what you got to hear, but for what you got to see.
Got to see.
Yes.
Except for that one time I chased the seagulls.
Yeah, well, could be worse. Dre Scott keeps just very, very patient, kept working it to the outside, and what looked like was going to be a 3, maybe 4-yard gain, he turned into a 9+, second and very short. as he just kept working it around the edge.
I think a couple of these guys are going to be playing football on Saturday.
Well, I was looking a while ago. I'm going to say there's a handful of them there.
I'm going to take that roster and look some of them up on 24/7 and see if they got a ranking.
Well, a lot of them you're watching are underclassmen.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's not good.
Yep.
Not good for everybody else.
Reed, number 4, running back. You would think he would be somewhere. He is senior. There's a list of them.
Yeah.
I can't go through all of it, but number 8.
8 and 9 both. They've just got the look right now. And I'm not to say
No.
they're not good football players, but, I mean, they stick out on film in a game like this.
Except 9 is a sophomore.
Yeah, well.
Massive sophomore. Dre Scott on the carry once again. That was
Lost a helmet.
yeah. Tell what went on there. Looked late. So Cason Coggins in as Scott had to come out. And Coggins takes direct snap. He is he's one that's listed, actually as a quarterback.
As a quarterback.
Yeah, took direct snap and pushed it forward for a good game, 3rd and 1. And he will stay. Reed out, Scott back in. Scott keeps. He's going to push it forward. Will pick up the first before being driven back. Huffstetler a little frustrated there, it appears. Good job, Spring Hill teammates getting him out of there. As South Gibson does pick up the first, pushes it to the 35-yard line of Spring Hill. Clock down to just under a minute 20 here in the 3rd quarter. Coggins back and has a man wide open. Okay, that's what I was talking about early on in this game is, you've had to stick in that box and stick in that box.
Well, you know what, though? I was sitting here thinking that they were being pretty sportsmanlike, running it left, running it right, just trying to run the clock out and they rear back and throw a pass like that. I'm not sure that was necessary, but, hey, it's not our job. It's our job to stop them. It's not their job,
Yeah.
I get it.
It ain't their job to take a knee. Jackson Young just kind of run under it. Snap fumble just a little bit. He is able to get it up correctly just before McGowan struck it and drills it straight through again. McGowan shown as a junior, and we've not seen him have any need to kick a field goal, but just from the distance and accuracy on his point afters, I would think he would have a shot playing somewhere as well.
He's good. He's good from 35, 40 yards easy right now.
It certainly looks like. And that's not taking anything from the guys that we come here to see and cover.
Oh, no.
We several of them's going to have their shot as well.
Not many seniors on the Spring Hill team. that I'm aware of.
There are a few that are every down contributors, but as a whole, no, it's not that many. And that one will be booted into the end zone again. He's getting that to the end zone basically on a line drive, too.
Yeah, and it's funny, too, because early in the ball game they were squibbing it, pooching it, trying to hit the coffin corner. When they can do that, why wouldn't you just do that?
Decided they didn't need to. Well, you know
if
they've
you
seen
kick it out of the end zone, just do that. The best way to keep Brooks from getting his hands on the ball is
right. Yeah, that keeps it away from him, at least for a play. Spring Hill 1st and 10. Ooh. Not a very advisable as Will Bailey.
Into the third quarter.
Yeah. So that clock went fast, and that does take us to the end of the third. New score, 42-0. Let's take a little break. We'll be back to bring you the fourth and final quarter here from South Gibson.
A body in motion stays in motion until you feel that muscle tighten, that sharp pain you didn't expect, and suddenly you're stopped in your tracks. KRT helps you get back in action with all natural pain relief in just minutes. Don't get sidelined by muscle cramps. Stay in the game with KRT.
Whoops.
A body in motion.
You just
stays in motion.
You just thought you were going to get to see that again.
I can do it. What, the attack of the killer drones out there?
Yeah, that's what it looked like. All right. 2nd and 8. Gibson back. Had time for a moment. Nice little flick ahead there. Coming down near sideline. Looks like he could do it. Looks like he could do it.
No
for
flag.
Spring Hill. And believe it or not, I don't have him.
Really?
Yeah, I don't have him. South Gibson had a player down.
We need to find out who it is because right now that's my prime and pint player of the game.
Yeah.
Text Coach D and see who that is.
I'll go back through other rosters, but I don't have one with him. It could be one of these, he has this number, this jersey, and that number, that jersey, but I've not been given any of that. Deschamp's up for point after. Kick is up and kick is good. Yeah, huge deficit, but that at least looks a little better. 42-7 now your new score.
Well, they're not shut out, and it was a nice play. What's it, 65 yards?
Yeah.
Right from the line of scrimmage, or was it 80?
Well, it would have been from their 20.
They kicked. I was going to say they kicked it out of bounds. That was an 80-yard touchdown pass.
But Gibson had to scramble, and then just finally dumped it ahead.
Yeah.
And just had a seam all the way down the sideline.
He does a good job of moving around back there and trying to make something happen with his feet.
Yeah.
Let somebody get open. That'll get better. Like I say, he's just a freshman.
Yes.
I sound like Battle Creek. We don't have any seniors. But he is just a freshman. Oh, that was Brooks.
So that was Brooks. Okay. That makes sense because he run like him, but I thought, what is – all right, so that was Lionel Brooks.
Wearing 49 or 80?
48.
48.
48. Sorry about that, Mr. Brooks.
I was going to say, well, where's that guy been?
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking the whole time when he got, across the 50 and down to the 40 and 30 and beyond. It
Like, wait a minute.
who's the new kid?
Picked him up at the break.
Yep. Run back across town, see if Lexington has anybody with any spare time. Taking inside his own 10, has a seam. Going to bring it back near side, cuts back again. And
Good play for
finally,
24.
taken down from behind. Compsey chases down the play. Yeah. Penalty flag, and
Even better.
Gibson coaching staff is making it appear as if it's coming back. Blocking the back, I'm told.
Saw him when he did it. That's not a re-kick. Yeah, our guys need to get up on the ball.
As long as it's taking him to mark it off, they've got a moment. So that's going to bring it back to the 15-yard line. But, yeah, they need to hustle now. Well, they're not going to wait on our guys to snap. All right.
Ball's on the ground.
Well, South Gibson with lots of clean jerseys in.
They could have got that ball right there and scored. It would stop the clock anyway.
Yeah. Loss of a couple. 2nd and 12. And that's just stacked up at the line. Going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
Yeah, they've got some fresh faces on the offensive line.
No, they got
Fresh faces in the backfield.
Yeah. They've got fresh almost all the way through. Coggins is still with them. Although, you know, he wasn't in for many plays prior, but he certainly didn't need to be.
Yeah.
And they make Spring Hill jump. So it'll be a 3rd and 5 now.
Are the referees signaling the penalties, or are they just marking them off? And
Yeah, he is.
is he? I've not seen them do one, I don't think.
You know, some of them come over and pick a spot and make sure they're in the spotlight and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but we can move.
I think we jumped again.
But who did we touch? You got to touch somebody when you move, when you jump like that. When did that become a defensive penalty? As long as you get back before the ball snapped and don't touch anybody, you're not offsides.
Well, net result, it gives them a 1st down. Okay. As we're under 8 now to play. Coggins takes a snap, pushes forward, and picks up another Hornet 1st down.
South Gibson scored again.
That little chime that keeps going off is about as often, yes.
The Hornets. You know what? That's probably the chat. Yeah, you could be.
Oh, you think? Yeah, whatever. I wish I knew whether anyone else heard it, but
I don't think they do. The people back at the station don't hear it.
They don't hear it either.
No.
Coggins keeps again. Pushes forward. Gain of 6, we'll say. 2nd and 4. As we're approaching 6 minutes to play. Little misdirection. Give us to Bryson Ward.
He didn't get it, but they've got him spotted like
They got him spotted right on top of it, and
Yeah.
they're gonna wave him on.
Yeah, they stopped him shy of that line to gain, but
He gonna pick up a first. What did he say? R&R Pools first down?
I don't know.
Coggins again keeps. Pushes it forward, continues to churn. Looks like gain of about 8, 2nd and 2. As pushes it across midfield into Spring Hill territory. Ball now to the 44-yard line. Clock just rolled under 5 minutes to play.
And even this second unit here is moving our offensive line around pretty good. This scheme that they run offensively is very difficult to defend against.
Yeah. Well, we've swapped out a few jerseys too, but they've made almost total swaps. And that's what we've been needing all night long. As Manny Booker shot through the line and got hold to Coggins. And they're saying no gain, no loss, 3rd and 3.
I don't think that's quite accurate, but
It would be close. Because he takes a direct snap and he's already moving.
yeah.
Down to 4 now. Before they all get away, do want to take just a second again to thank South Gibson for their hospitality and allowing us to be in here tonight. The guys next door to us were extremely helpful pregame.
Especially the nice lady at the gate that let me go to the car 8 times.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, hey, Dave.
Trying to get all my stuff in here.
Yeah. She, Hornets get another first. Like I told the guy pregame, I'd love to see this place in the daylight. Looks to be like a really nice campus. And Kim, you said they told you it was, 13 years old? 13 years of service, but it certainly doesn't appear it. So, at least from what little bit we've seen. So unless something just really crazy happens, they'll go on to play next week. Don't know where nor who. But for Spring Hill, we've got to give them props as well. They've come through some rough years in the past and had a little bit of glimmer this year. Picking up, I guess they'll go 5-6 on the year.
Yeah, 2 bonus football games.
Yeah. Lost a game early in the year, lost as in was not able to play it. They got it weathered out one night, so they're a game behind a lot of teams as far as games played. So, but when you go back and look at their year, those first 3 games, Summit, Richland, Lawrence County, they were right in each of them.
Oh, yeah.
And had a really good chance of pulling all 3 of those out. Dixon County, they got pushed around against Dixon County, but still made it a game 24-17. Come back the next week, big win over Battle Creek, and then went to Marshall County. Just don't know why they drove over there. And anyway, that after that, Montgomery
to be fair,
Central.
we don't know why anybody drives over there. But.
Yeah, well, they're good. You got to give them credit.
Oh, yeah. Well, we talked about going into that Battle Creek game. This team just needed something good to happen to them.
Yeah.
And that game was what the doctor ordered. They played really well, beat a good team, and then they were able to put some momentum together. And like I've said it before on these broadcasts, Spring Hill has been able to improve every week.
Yeah.
Every week watching every game, you can see, okay, well, they worked on that this week because this was a problem last week, and it's not a problem. That's right. That's right. There was steady improvement the entire season. It showed. They should be very proud of their season, even though it's going to come to an end here tonight.
Coggins takes a knee on that one. He'll need to do it one more time, and that will bring this one to a close. Once again, for all the sponsors, we certainly appreciate you helping us through the year. For those that have tuned in, we appreciate that as well.
I'm seeing in the chat, Craig, that South Gibson's going to play the winner of Lexington and Springfield.
Well, at least at the half, Springfield was way up.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, should be an interesting football game, as that is going to take us to the end. 20 seconds still on the clock. But as you see, going across, no, you don't see, as going across the center of the field.
You mean like that?
That center of the field there, the teams go. So,
cameraman was thinking about the prime. Miss Kim, let's take one break, and we'll come back and announce the prime and pint player of the game.
Hi, I'm Robert Rogers at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
And I'm Michael Parks Lawrence at Parks Motor Sales Buick GMC.
Together, we're Mr. Bobby Parks' grandsons, and we run his dealership, and we are glad to be part of our local community.
Being family owned and operated, we invest heavily in our community.
We do things like sports teams, schools, bands, you name it. We try to help everybody we can.
The reason why we do this is because we all love this community.
So come do business with us, your neighbors, at Parks Motor Sales in Columbia, Tennessee, right off Nashville Highway, or at parksmotorsales.com.
All right, so the team's in the traditional handshake at the end of the ball game. And, Craig, I think my suggestion for prime and pint player of the game tonight is going to be Jonah Gibson. Because while, yes, Brooks had the 80-yard touchdown reception, Jonah Gibson had an 80-yard touchdown pass.
Jonah Gibson had an 80-yard touchdown pass, and he was also scrambling to stay alive and stay up and making that pass, but more so Jonah Gibson, all throughout the season, has held things together as a freshman, and as you mentioned a while ago, improved week after week after week. Man, if he can stay here and stay healthy, and Lionel Brooks does the same, these two guys will be back next year, as will much of the Spring Hill supporting cast. They do lose some valuable seniors, and we appreciate everything they did this year. But future's bright for this group. And I think this season they really took a big step forward. So, yes, Jonah Gibson, prime and pint, player of the game.
All right. Well, Craig, I enjoyed doing it with you. Miss Kim, I could not do it without you. That extra set of hands that I do not possess, and I appreciate all that you do for us. For Front Porch Sports Network, WKOM, CPS, high-speed internet, we just want to wish you
take us right over here.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas coming up. And, well, hopefully we'll see you guys next year.
Hey, I don't care where you're at, whatever high school's doing it, that right there is always cool for me to see. When there's that much participation on this side of the fence and the team takes the time to do it on that side of the fence, that's always cool. And then if you'll jump right over here, and look at it all happen again. And yeah, I'm driving like a second grader in a school bus.
Let me drive.
But just take a pause after the game just for a second. And as South Gibson is exiting the field, everybody's lined up along the fence to get their high five. So good for them. We appreciate everybody being with us. And until next time and next year, good night.